I am a graduate.
It is wrong for an educated man to be a gatekeeper. I will help you get a job in Lagos. What are you doing here?
Good afternoon, Auntie. I am the new gatekeeper.
Window that faced the mango tree. Obina accepted. And so the UNN business management graduate became the gate man at number 7,
Good afternoon, Auntie.
Chief
I
Okoro
am
Close,
the new gatekeeper.
GRA, Enugu. He did the job with a strange dignity. He wore the uniform, a faded blue caftan that was too big, but he washed it every 2 days. He swept the compound every morning without being told. He greeted everyone with 2 hands. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, Ma.
Excuse
Welcome,
me, are you
Ma.
educated?
Yes,
Even
I am
the small
actually a
children of
university
visitors
graduate.
he would bend down to greet. When he had no car to open the gate for, he would sit under the mango tree and read.
Who are you here to see
Chief
at the
threw away old Business Day newspapers and Forbes magazines, and Obina would pick them and read them line by line, jotting notes in a small jotter. The other workers in the house started to respect him. The cook, Mama Agnes, would always give him extra meat. This boy is not a gate man. He's just passing through, she would say. Obina was 26, then 27. Tall, about 6 feet 1 inch. Dark-skinned, clean-shaven head that shone. Broad shoulders,
Obina,
slim
take
waist,
this.
and a
Go
quiet,
to Lagos.
intelligent eye.
Find a better life for yourself.
His hands were rough from
Thank you so
sweeping,
much, Ada. I will
but his
never forget
manners
this
were
kindness.
soft. He spoke slowly, thoughtfully. He never looked at a woman twice, out of respect. The female visitors to Chief's house would always look back a second time. He had never traveled anywhere. The farthest he had gone was Nsukka, which is still Enugu State. He had never entered a plane. He had never seen the sea. Until that weekend in August.
Amaka, my daughter.
Welcome home.
Home.
Papa, I missed you so much. Go to this address and wait for me there. There is a job already waiting for you. Go to this address. Go to this address until I return next week. There is a job already waiting for you.
Thank you so much. I will never forget you, Mother.
Amaka Okoro was the only child of Chief and Lolo Okoro. She was 29 years old, light-skinned, with long eyelashes, long acrylic nails, and a laugh that could be heard from the gate. She lived in Lagos, Lekki, Phase 1, where she worked as a personal shopper and stylist for rich wives of politicians.
Amaka, you are welcome.
She had lived in
Mama,
Lagos
it
for
is so
6
good to be
years.
back.
She
My
only
beautiful
came to
daughter.
Enugu
Welcome
twice a
home.
year. Christmas and her father's birthday in August.
Amaka, my
That
daughter.
Saturday, her father's
Welcome
68th
home.
birthday,
Papa,
she drove into
I
the
missed you
compound
so
herself.
much.
She had hired a Toyota Camry from the airport. Music was blasting.
Welcome back, Miss Amaka.
Davido's unavailable. And she was
Definitely
honking
not a
for the gate
gatekeeper.
to be opened quickly. Obina ran in his uniform and opened the gate fast. Amaka drove in, but as she passed him, she wound down her window to give him the usual gate man money, 1,000 naira that she always dashed. And then she stopped. She looked at him. This was not Papa Musa, the old Aboki man who used to be their gate man. This was a young man, very young, very handsome. His uniform was too big, but his chest filled it. His face was calm, his eyes respectful, not lecherous like most men who looked at her. And there was something about his posture, even while opening a gate. He stood like a man who owned houses. Hey, she said, removing her sunglasses. What's your
Good
name?
afternoon, sir. Welcome back.
Obina, Ma, he said, with his head slightly bowed. Obina what? Come closer. He stepped closer. How old are you?
Who are you here to see at the
27
chief's
years,
house?
Ma. You school? Yes, Ma. I graduated from UNN Business Management. Amaka turned off her engine. This had never happened before. UNN?
Welcome back, Miss Amaka.
He's definitely not a gatekeeper.
No, Amaka, you are welcome. Kedu Mama, it is so good to be back.
My beautiful daughter. Welcome home.
Go to this address and wait for me there. There is a job already waiting for you.
Chief, I have received a better offer, so I wish to resign.
These graduates don't show any loyalty at all.
Take this 20,000 naira for your running costs. Go to this address and wait for me. There is a job waiting for you there.
Thank you so much. I will not disappoint you.
NN? And you are doing gate man for my papa? For how long? 1 year and 3 months, Ma. She stared at him for a long time. Then she drove inside without giving him money.
Are you educated?
For the 2 days she stayed
Yes,
for the
I am a
birthday,
graduate.
Amaka
It is
could
wrong for
not
an
get
educated
Obina
man to
out
be a
of her
gatekeeper.
mind.
I will help you get a
She
job in
watched him
Lagos.
from the upstairs window. She saw him help her mother carry a heavy bucket of water to water her flowers without being asked. She saw him sit with the driver's 8-year-old son in the evening, teaching him mathematics with a stick on the ground. She saw him refuse to eat the leftover semo that Mama Agnes gave him until he had washed his hands properly. She saw him under the mango tree at night, reading with a small, rechargeable lamp. She asked Mama Agnes about him. Mama Agnes said, "That boy? Ah, Amaka, that boy is gold. He is too well-mannered. He doesn't steal. He doesn't look at women. He doesn't even shout. He is just in the wrong place." On Sunday evening, after church, when Chief and Lolo were sleeping inside, Amaka called Obina to the back of the house, near the boys' quarters. "Obina," she said, and her voice was different now, not the loud Lagos girl voice, but a soft, serious voice. She brought out a small piece of paper and 20,000 naira in mint notes. "Take this." He refused. "Ma, I cannot." "Shut up and take it. Listen to me. My name is Amaka. I stay in Lagos at 14 Allen Avenue, Ikeja. This is my house. I stay with my friend Blessing, but we have one small room free. This is my phone number. This 20...
To be honest, I have never been to Lagos before. Thank you so much for making this happen.
You are very welcome, Obina.
Sir, I am resigning.
These graduates don't show any loyalty at all.
Chief, I have received a better offer, so I wish to resign.
These graduates don't show any loyalty at all.
I promise I will never forget you, Mama. Good morning. Please, I want to buy a ticket to Lagos.
Okay, the morning bus is almost full. It is 12,000 naira.
house. I stay with my friend Blessing, but we have one small room free. This is my phone number. This 20,000 is for transport. On Wednesday morning, enter Peace Mass or GUO Motors. Come to Lagos. Come and start a new life. Obina's mouth opened. Lagos. Ma,
To be honest,
I have never
before.
traveled to Lagos.
Thank you so much. for
That's
making
why
this
you
happen.
must come. Enugu is holding
You are very welcome, Obina.
You are too intelligent to be here. You are too respectful,
Go to this
too
address.
educated. And
Go to this address.
she
till I
looked him
return
up and
next week.
down and
There is a job
smiled.
already waiting for you.
Above
Thank you
all
so
my
much.
considerations, you are too handsome and young to be wasting opening gate for my papa. Gateman job is not for a person like you. She pushed the paper into his palm.
You are
I
educated,
have a friend. She has a
respectful,
big boutique in
intelligent,
Ikeja. She needs a manager.
but above all,
I have told her about
too
you.
handsome for
She
a
will
gatekeeper.
take you. Just come. Come on Wednesday. I will meet you there in 1 week time. I am going to Abuja for a job. I will come back next Sunday. Just come. And don't worry about my father. If he asks where you went, I will handle him. Just tell him you got a better offer and you thank him. Obinna wanted to kneel.
Sir, I am resigning.
Tears stood in his eyes. God
These
bless you,
graduates
Amaka.
don't show
God
any
bless
loyalty
you.
at all.
Don't call me Amaka with Ma again. Just Amaka. That night, Obinna could not sleep. He looked at the paper. 14, Allen Avenue.
I will never forget
Ikeja.
you, Mother.
He had never been on Third Mainland Bridge. He had only seen Lagos in movies. On Wednesday morning at 5 a.m., he told Chief Okoro that he had gotten a better offer in Enugu town, and he was grateful. Chief Okoro hissed and said, "All these graduates, no loyalty." Lolo gave him 5,000 naira,
Good morning.
Mama
Please, I want
Agnes
to buy a
hugged
ticket
him.
to Lagos.
and Obinna left
Okay,
Enugu
the
for
morning
the
bus
first
is almost
time in his
full.
life.
It is 12.
Good morning. I'd like a ticket to Lagos, please.
Here is your ticket. Departure is at 9 a.m. Attention passengers. The bus to Lagos is now boarding.
Enugu to Lagos. Boarding.
Hello, come let me know.
Since Amaka is not returning as she said, you should leave her apartment or start contributing to the bills.
You know I am not working now. I'm new in Lagos.
The journey from
morning,
Enugu
I'd
to
like a ticket to
Lagos by
Lagos,
Peace Mass
Here is your
was 9
ticket.
hours.
Departure is at
But for
9
Obinna,
a.m.
it felt like 9
Attention
years.
passengers.
As the
bus
bus
to
left
Lagos is
Enugu,
now boarding.
past 9th Mile, past Asaba, past Benin with its heavy traffic and smoke, past Ore with its
Enugu to
endless
Lagos.
forest,
Boarding.
past Sagamu with its potholes, his eyes never left the window. He saw how big Nigeria was, how small his world had been. When the bus entered Lagos and crossed Ijora, and then the driver shouted, "This na Ikeja, Oshodi, Yaba, last bus stop." Obinna's heart was beating like a drum. He had heard of Go Slow. Now he saw it. Thousands of yellow danfos shouting, kikis squeezing between cars, hawkers selling gala and phone chargers and Bibles inside traffic. He had heard of Third Mainland Bridge. Now he saw water that had no end. He found Allen Avenue with the help of a kind conductor. Number 14 was a yellow Face Me I Face You building, but painted fine outside. He knocked. A fair, slim girl opened the door. She had short hair and a nose ring. "Who you be?" she asked in Yoruba-accented English. "I am Obinna. Amaka said I should come." "Ah, the gate man, Blessing, Amaka's friend. Enter." Blessing was nice at first. She showed him a small room, really a store, with a mattress on the floor, but it was clean. Amaka said, "You will stay here." She said she will come next weekend. "Make yourself comfortable. The toilet is outside." Obinna thanked her profusely. He swept the room. He arranged his Ghana must-go bag, which contained 2 shirts, 1 trouser, his certificate, and his Bible. 1 week passed. He called Amaka's number every morning. First it rang. Then it went to voicemail.
Since Amaka is not returning as she said, you should leave her apartment or start contributing to the bills.
You know I am not working now. I'm new in Lagos.
Obinna, my boyfriend is coming this weekend and he cannot meet you here. Since Amaka is not coming back, you need to start paying bills or leave.
You know I am not working now. I am new in Lagos.
Obinna, my boyfriend is coming this weekend. Since Amaka is not returning, pay.
Please, ma, I'm looking for any opening. Please, sir, I just need a job. must get a job today. No vacancy here, young man. Please help me review it. Please help me review it.
The voicemail. Then it was switched off. Second week. He called again. The number you have dialed is not reachable at the moment. Blessing's kindness started to thin. Olga, you do this house since 2 weeks. You know they come out. You know they pay rent. My boyfriend Juan come. He no go like seaman for house. You need to
I am not
find
working now.
something.
I'm new in Lagos.
Obinna begged her for a few more days. She gave him 3 days. On the third day, with 2,500 naira left from the 20,000, Obinna entered the streets of Lagos. He slept in a cherubim and seraphim church in Ikeja for 3 nights, after begging the pastor. During the day, he trekked. Lagos humbled him. He printed 30 copies of his CV at a business center for 100 naira per copy, using money he borrowed from a church member named Brother Tunde. He went from Ikeja to Opebi to Maryland to Yaba to Ilupeju, dropping CVs at boutiques, at supermarkets, at small companies. He was told, "We need
Please, ma, I'm
Lagos
looking for
experience."
every
He was told, "You look like village boy." He was insulted, ignored, chased by a security dog once. But he did not go back to Enugu. He could not go back to that green gate. On the 4th week, hungry, tired, with his shoes now completely dusty and his white shirt now gray, he was sitting at a business center in Ikeja, using their free Wi-Fi to check his email, when he saw a sponsored post on Instagram, IFOMA Group, Africa's fastest growing indigenous skincare and logistics brand. We are hiring 5 graduate trainees in
I must
business
get a job
marketing
today.
and finance.
No
Apply
vacancy here,
at
young man. Please help me review it.
www.ifomagroup.com.
Please help me review
HQ, Victoria Island.
it. Please, sir, I just need a job.
Good morning, everyone. Remaining 4 slots, 10 of you. 6 will go home.
Supply chains are the future.
Thank you all for coming today. Here is a little token for your transport. Thank you all for coming today. Please accept this for your transport.
Help me review it.
HQ, Victoria Island, Lagos. He
Please,
clicked.
sir, I just need
The
a job.
website was beautiful. The CEO was a young woman, Ifoma Okiki. Forbes, 30 under 30. He applied that night with Brother Tunde's phone, typing his cover letter with shaking hands. 3 days later, at 2:14 p.m., while he was queuing to fetch water at
Good
the
morning,
church,
everyone.
his
Remaining
small
4
torchlight
slots, 10 of
phone
you.
beeped.
6 will go home.
Supply
SMS.
chains are the future.
Dear Obinna Ugwu, you have been shortlisted for interview at Ifoma Group HQ, 12A, Ahose Adeogun, Victoria Island, Lagos. Date, Monday, 14th, 9 a.m. prompt. Dress corporate. Come with CV and credentials. HR, Ifoma Group. Obinna shouted, "Hey!" so loud that the women fetching water thought he was mad. Chapter 4. The perfume that covered the hall. Monday morning, 4 a.m. Obinna woke up, took his bath with cold water behind the church, ironed his only white shirt with the church's old iron, used spit to polish his brown shoes, and left at 4:30 a.m. to catch the first BRT bus to CMS, then another to Victoria Island. He got to Ajos Adeogun by 7:30 a.m. The Ifoma Group building was not a building, it was a statement. Glass from top to bottom, so clean it reflected the clouds. The security at the gate wore suits, not uniforms. Inside, the interview hall was what Obinna had only seen on TV. Cold AC that made you shiver. White tiles that shone like mirror. A long table with bottled water and notepads for each applicant. and a smell of air
Good morning.
freshener
We are
that
ready
was
for the
calm.
first candidate, please.
There were 10 of them. 8 ladies,
Good morning.
all looking like they...
Good morning, everyone. Remaining 4 slots, 10 of you. 6 will go home.
Supply chains are the future.
Thank you all for coming today.
You know I am not working now. I'm new in Lagos.
To be honest, I have never been to Lagos before. Thank you so much for making.
Hello, Fanlem. Hello, Fanlem. Hello, Fanlem.
Go to this address and wait for me there. There is a job already waiting for you.
Dudes, speaking English with that Lekki accent, laughing loudly. And then there was Obina, in his too big suit borrowed from Brother Tunde, his dusty brown shoes hidden under the table, his tie crooked. He felt like a gate man again. At exactly 9:30 a.m., the door opened, and the world changed. A young woman walked in. The receptionist and HR people stood up instantly. She was about 28 or
Good morning,
29
everyone.
years old.
Welcome to Ifoma.
She was classy,
I am
but
Ifoma,
not the loud
and we are
classy of
excited to meet
Lagos
you.
Instagram
Let us
vendors.
begin.
She was quiet classy, powerful classy. She wore a black sleeveless jumpsuit with a wide gold belt that cinched her small waist. Her legs long and straight, her shoulders bare and smooth. Her hair was a short, low cut, not wig, not weave, that showed her long neck and small gold earrings. Her skin was
Good morning.
dark,
We are ready for the
rich,
first candidate,
glowing,
please.
like she bathed in shea butter and success.
Good morning.
She was well endowed, hips that spread, chest that stood, but it was not
Thank you all for
vulgar,
coming today.
it was regal. And her perfume, oh, her perfume. It was soft, expensive, jasmine and vanilla, and something woody. It entered the hall before she did and covered everywhere, so that even the AC smell disappeared. Every man sat up. Every woman stopped breathing for a second. She smiled, and 2 deep dimples appeared on her cheeks. "Good morning, everyone," she said, her voice calm, sweet, with a light Igbo accent. "I am Ifoma Okiki, founder and CEO of Ifoma Group. Thank you for honoring our invitation. I know traffic in Lagos is madness." She sat. She crossed her legs. She opened a file. "I will be brief. We need 5 graduate trainees. Actually, we needed 5, but last week I already took one. My cousin, who just returned from...
Good morning, everyone. I am Ifoma, and welcome to Ifoma Group. We are excited to meet you all today. Excited to meet you. Let us begin. Good morning. We are ready for the first candidate, please. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I am the CEO of Ifoma Group. Welcome to our Lagos headquarters. Good morning, everyone.
We needed 5, but last week I already took one. My cousin, who just returned from Canada. So, remaining 4 slots. 10 of you, 4 slots. We will be fair. We have written, test, presentation, and one-on-one. After today, 6 of you will go home. But we respect your time. Each person not selected will get 10,000 naira for transport. Lagos is not cheap, I understand. The test started. Obina, despite his shaking hands, was
Good morning,
brilliant.
everyone.
When they
Remaining
asked to
4
present a
slots,
business
10 of
plan
you.
for selling
6
skincare
will
in
go
the
home.
north,
Supply chains
the other
are the
applicants
future.
spoke grammar. Obina spoke sense. He spoke about real market women in Enugu, about how Hausa women like privacy, about how to use Hausa language influencers, about how to price low but bundle high. He spoke like a man who had sat at a gate and watched human beings for 1 year. After all said and done, by 3 p.m. they called names. For business development, Chiamaka Uzo and Tunde Balogun. For marketing, Jessica Okon and Femi Adeyemi. 4 names. Obena's name was not among them. His heart fell to his shoes, the borrowed shoes. The HR lady, a slim Yoruba woman, came with 6 white envelopes. She gave one to each of the 6
Thank you all
rejected
for coming
applicants.
today. Here
Thank
is a
you for
little something
coming.
for your transport.
10,000 for transport. We will keep your CV. She came to Obina, looked at her list, frowned, counted the envelopes again. Then she skipped him. Sorry, your name is not on the payout list. Maybe next time. One of the rejected girls whispered, Ah, even 10,000, they no give This life nawa. They were shown their way out. Obina walked behind them, his eyes hot. He refused to cry. A gate man does not cry in front of fine people.
Wait. Madam CEO say make una wait for reception.
Who among you here has a sister called Ojugo Ugu?
Ojugo Ugu was a medical doctor. She died in an accident returning from an outreach.
Now, my sister. She was my sister.
They reached the reception lobby, where the big glass doors showed the hot VI sun outside. He was about to step into that sun with nothing
Wait.
when a security man in
Madam
suit
CEO,
ran after them. Wait! Madam CEO say make una wait for reception. They waited, confused.
Who
A
among
young man
you
in
here
suit
has a
came
sister
from
called
upstairs holding a
Ojugo
file,
Ugu?
breathing fast. He looked at the 6 of them. Please, quick question. Who among you here have a sister named Oyugo?
She died in an
Oyugo
accident
Ugwu?
returning from
The
an
lobby went silent. The AC hummed. Ojugo? Ojugo Ugwu?
Now, my
Obena's
sister.
junior sister? Ojugo,
She
the
was my
medical
sister.
doctor. Ojugo, who died last year in August on the Enugu Makurdi Road when a Dangote trailer crushed the 14-seater bus she
Except
was
one
in.
of you.
She is
Ojugo,
my younger sister.
who was coming back from a free medical outreach in Gboko and never reached home. Obena's hand shot up before his brain could tell it to stay down.
Are you Obina?
Nah,
Ugu
my
from
sister.
Enugu?
Ojugo, na my junior sister, na me be her elder brother. The man looked at him, looked at the file, looked again.
Madam wants
Are
to see you
you
now.
Obina? Obina Ugwu from Enugu Ezeka? Yes. My village is Amokpo, Enugu Ezeka. Follow me. Now. Madame wants to see you. The other 5 left, whispering.
This way, please.
Obina followed the man
CEO
up
is
the marble
expecting you.
stairs, up to the top floor, to a door that said
Please go right
CEO. He entered. The office was bigger than Chief Okoro's whole house. Glass walls, a view of the Atlantic Ocean, bookshelves, awards, and that same jasmine perfume. Stronger now. Behind the desk sat Ifoma Okeki. But she was no longer the CEO. Her eyes were red.
Good morning, Dr.
Her
Ifoma.
dimples were gone.
Welcome, Obina.
She stood up
Please, come
slowly.
in.
Does it mean you don't
It is an
recognize me,
absolute
Obina?
honor.
She
The
asked,
pleasure is
her
mine.
voice shaking. He looked at her intently.
Are you Obina Ugu from Enugu Ezike?
Yes.
We can only accept one of you.
She is my younger sister. I am her senior brother.
Madam wants to see you now.
The next group, please. Follow me. Chukuma, Amaka.
It's just me now.
Come, Obina.
She stood up
Please, come
slowly.
in.
Does it mean you don't recognize me, Obina? She
The
asked,
pleasure is
her
mine.
voice shaking. He looked at her intently.
Don't you
The short
recognize me?
hair, the dimples, the dark skin, the eyes. He searched his memory. His primary school, his secondary school, his village, his street. I don't. Madam, I don't. She walked closer, till he could see the small tribal mark near her ear. It's me, Obina, Ifoma. Ifoma from Amokpo. Ifi, Enwa Mamanuku. Ojugo's friend. We used to come to your house to fetch water when your mother was selling a kara by the roadside. I used to beat you when we played police and thief because you always wanted to be police and you were too tall. The world spun. Ify? Little Ify? Ify that used to have big front teeth and not knees and always had ringworm on her head. Ify that Oyugo used to share her uniform with because her grandmother could not afford new one. Ify, whose mother died when she was 8 and left her with her grandmother Mama Nuku. The woman who sold ogiri? Ifi, he whispered. Ify, that you cry when we call, Ifi
That used to
Ogbete.
have ringworm on
And
her
then the
head.
tears came.
Ojugo used to share her
Not
uniform.
small tears. Big, hot man tears that he had held since Ohugo's burial, since he became a gate man, since he entered Lagos hungry. Ojugo, he managed to say. Ifoma's own tears fell now, ruining her mascara. I know, Obina, I know. I heard 3 months after. I was in London for my master's when it happened. I couldn't come. I sent money to your mother, 500,000, through Amaka's father, Chief Okoro, because he was my father's friend. I told him to give it to Mama Nena for burial. Did you not get it? Obin?
This way, please. The CEO is expecting you. Please go right in. Please step inside, Mr. Obina.
Good morning, Dr. Ifoma.
Welcome, Obina. Please come in.
It is an absolute honor to meet you.
The pleasure is mine.
I was in London for my master's when it happened. I couldn't come. I sent money to your mother, 500,000, through Amaka's father, Chief Okoro, because he was my father's friend. I told him to give it to Mama Nena for burial. Did you not get it? Obina shook his head, crying harder. Chief never gave them
She
anything.
was the brightest light in
Chief
this
had
office.
used the money
She
to buy
looked you
new
like a
tiles
sister
for his
as well.
veranda. That was why Lolo was always looking at him with pity. Ifoma gave him a serviette, not tissue, a soft white serviette that smelled like her perfume. Your sister saved my life, Obina. Do you know? He looked up, eyes blurred. When we were in JSS2 in Shalom Academy, I had appendicitis. My grandmother had no money, 15,000 naira for surgery, and no one would help us. Ojugo, in SS2, went to your mother, opened your mother's box, took her savings of 15,000, her Akara money, and took me to Bishop Shanahan Hospital. Your mother beat her when she found out, but she saved me. She said, if Ify dies, who will fetch water with me? She wiped her own tears. And when I got scholarship to study in the UK, from our church, Anglican Church Amokpo, Ojugo was the one who followed me to Enugu Airport with your mother's wrapper tied on her head, praying in tongues for me till I boarded. She said, Ify, you must go and come back and help us. Promise me you will build a hospital with me. I will be doctor. You will be businesswoman. I promised her. I promised her I would build a hospital with her. She was supposed to be my chief medical director. We even chose a name, Ojugo and Ifoma Hospital. Obina sank into the chair, weeping with...
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Ifoma Okeke, Ojugo's friend.
Nwa Mama Nuku.
Nwa Mama Nnukwu. Don't you recognize me?
Ifoma? I can't believe it's really you. Have a seat, Obinna.
We have a lot to discuss.
You are her only brother, her pride. She always said, "My brother Obinna is too intelligent to be in this village. He will be a great businessman. He will be Dangote of Enugu. And you were doing gate man? My Ohugo's brother doing gate man?" She stood up, pressed a button on her desk. "Tochi, cancel all my meetings today. Tell my driver to bring 2 plates of food from Sky Restaurant. 1 with pounded yam and a goosey, 1 with white rice,
Please cancel all
and
my
tell
appointments.
HR to prepare
Tell
an
the driver
employment
to go to
letter
Sky Restaurant.
immediately.
You should buy 2 plates
And tell
of
my
food for me and
housekeeper to
Obinna.
prepare the boys' quarters in Ikoyi, now." She looked at Obinna, her eyes fierce now. "You will resume tomorrow. Not as a graduate trainee, as my executive assistant and business development officer. You have a 2-to-1 in business management. You will learn. I will teach you. Your salary for a start is 350,000 naira, plus housing, plus feeding. You will stay in the staff quarters in Ikoyi for now. And during the weekend, I will tell you about myself and many of our encounters before in the village that you have forgotten." Obinna fell to his knees, not because she was his boss, but because for the first time since Ohugo died, he felt his sister was still alive, still arranging things for him from heaven. Learning to be a man again, the next months were like a dream Obinna was afraid to wake from. Ifoma taught him everything. She taught him how to write a business proposal that white people would respect. She taught him how to negotiate with Germans from Bayersdorf, who wanted to invest in her skincare factory in Agbara. She taught him how to use Excel beyond what UNN taught, how to use pivot tables, how to do
Ify, little Ify, that used to have ringworm on her head. Ojugo used to share her uniform with. We used to run until the sun went down. Those simple days at the compound.
and naira, plus housing, plus feeding. You will stay in the staff quarters in Ikoyi for now. And during the weekend, I will tell you about myself and many of our encounters before in the village that you have forgotten." Obinna fell to his knees, not because she was his boss, but because for the first time since Ohugo died, he felt his sister was still alive, still arranging things for him from heaven. Learning to be a man again, the next months were like a dream Obinna was afraid to wake from. Ifoma taught him everything. She taught him how to write a business proposal that white people would respect. She taught him how to negotiate with Germans from Bayersdorf, who wanted to invest in her skincare factory in Agbara. She taught him how to use Excel beyond what UNN taught, how to use pivot tables, how to do forecasts. She taught him how to wear a suit that fit his shoulders, how to knot a tie, how to wear a wristwatch, how to speak in meetings without saying "ma" every 2 seconds. She bought him 3 suits from Zara, 5 shirts from TM Lewin, a brown wristwatch, and a pair of black Louboutins that cost more than his 1-year salary as a gate man. "You are handsome, Obinna," she would say, laughing, adjusting his tie in her office with the door closed. "But you dress like a catechist. Come, let me help you. Ohugo said you always like to look sharp. And he helped her too. He had village sense, home sense, which she had lost after 7 years in London. He reminded her to call her grandmother in Enugu Ezika every Sunday. He told her, "Madam Ifoma, don't shout at that driver. He is old enough to be your father. Correct him gently," he told her. "Madam, this business you want to do with this man is not honest. I saw him in my gate.
Ify, little Ify, that used to have ringworm on her head.
Ojugo used to share her uniform with. Please cancel all my appointments today. Tell the driver to go to Sky Restaurant. He should buy 2 plates of food for me and Obinna. Cancel all my appointments. Tell the driver to buy 2 plates of food from Sky Restaurant for me and Obinna.
Honest. I saw him in my gate man days. He used to come to Chief Okoro's house, and every morning before work, in the car going to VI, he would pray for her business, in Igbo, the way his mother taught him, with his eyes closed and his palm on his chest. Ifoma started to look forward to those prayers more than board meetings. On weekends, when there was no work, she would come to his small quarters in Ikoyi with takeaway, and they would gist. She told him stories he had forgotten. Do you remember when you were 16 and I was 13, and you flogged me because I stole your meat, and Hugo chased you with a broom? Do you remember when we went to fetch firewood and you carried my own because I had wound on my leg? Do you remember when I had my first period and I was crying in the bush because I thought I was dying, and Hugo brought you to explain it to me, and you ran away because you were shy? He would laugh, and she would laugh, and her dimples would show, and his heart would do something strange. He started to notice her not as his CEO, not as little Ify, but as a woman who had taken a broken gate man and polished him into a man again. A woman who woke up at 4 a.m. to do yoga, who drank green tea, who prayed in tongues when she thought no one was watching, who was kind to cleaners, who paid her staff before herself, who smelled like vanilla and jasmine,
We used to
even
run
when she
until
was
the sun went
sweating.
down.
He started to love her in the quiet, respectful way he knew how to love. He would never touch her, never cross the line. He would carry her bag, open her car door, stand when she entered, like the gate man still lived inside the executive assistant. But love, especially Nigerian love, does not stay quiet for long.
I can't believe it's already a year, Sojugo.
It is well, Obinna. God will grant us the strength. Please, can you put me through to Obinna, the former gatekeeper?
The trip to Enugu. 6
It's 1
months
year since
after he
Ojugo's death.
resumed, it was Oyugo's 1-year
I
memorial.
still can't believe Ojugo
Ifoma
is
said,
gone.
"We are going to Enugu, together." They
She
drove
was the
to
brightest
Enugu in
light
her
in
Range
this
Rover,
office.
not
She
peace
loved you like
mass.
a sister, Ifoma.
Obinna drove part of the way, his hands sweaty on the wheel. When they entered Enugu town, when he
Can't
saw
believe
the
it's already
Coal
a
City
year,
welcome
Sojugo.
sign,
It
he
is well,
cried.
Obinna. God will grant us
Mama
the strength.
Nena was shocked to see her son looking like a big man,
It's 1 year since
and shocked
Ojugo's
to
death.
see little Ify, now big Madam
I still
Ifoma,
can't believe
hugging
Ojugo is
her
gone.
and calling her Mama. Ifoma paid for everything for the
We are almost
memorial.
at 9th Mile,
The
Obinna.
white casket remembrance service at St.
I
Luke's
still can't
Anglican
believe
Church,
Ojugo is gone.
a mokpo, the canopies, the 10 cows, the food, the priest, the 500 wrappers for widows in Ojugo's name. After the memorial that night, they sat outside their village house under the udala tree, with the moon high and full. Crickets sang. The air smelled of fresh earth and palm oil, and burning firewood from distant kitchens. Mama Nena had gone to sleep inside. Obinna looked at Ifoma. She'd changed into a simple Ankara gown, no makeup, her short hair covered with a small scarf. She looked like the Ify of old, but with a queen's eyes. Ifoma, he said, his voice shaking, not from fear, but from a love so big it hurt his chest. Ojugo used to say that when God wants to bless a man, he uses a woman's hand. Are you the blessing she promised me? Ifoma did not answer at first. She reached out and took his hand, his big, rough gateman hand that was now soft from office work, and placed it on her chest, where her heart was beating fast, fast, fast. Obina.
Please, can you put me through to Obinna, the former gatekeeper? It's 1 year since Ojugo's death.
I still can't believe Ojugo is gone.
Fast, fast, fast. Obina, she whispered, tears in her eyes, shining in the moonlight. I have loved you since I was 10 years old, and you shared your one meat with me because my grandmother could not afford meat that Christmas. I left Nigeria loving you. I came back loving you. I interviewed 10 people that day, but I had already chosen you before you entered the hall, because when I saw your CV, Ugwu Obina, from Enugu Ezike, Business Management, UNN, my heart stopped. I told HR to give you no 10,000, so you would have to stay and ask, so I could find a reason to call you back. Do you understand? I did wickedness because I wanted to see you, because I wanted to know if you still remembered the boy who carried my firewood. He laughed, and he cried, and then he kissed her, gently, reverently, under the Enugu moon, under the same Udala tree where as children they had played police and thief, and where Ojugo had once told them they would marry. The kiss was soft, like her perfume, but it held 20 years of waiting. Amaka's call. Amaka. What happened to Amaka? Amaka called 2 months after Obina left Enugu. Her friend Blessing had told her that the gate man had left after 2 weeks,
Please,
looking for a job.
To Obinna, the former
She
gatekeeper?
called Chief Okoro's house. Mama Agnes picked. Ah, Amaka, that your gate man Dongo Idongo Lagos since. Amaka panicked. She tried his number, switched off. She felt guilty. She had promised him. But Abuja work had taken her, and then a man had broken her heart, and she forgot. She called Chief's line again, and this time, Ifoma picked Obina's new iPhone because
Ifoma Okeke, will you marry me?
Yes!
We are almost at 9th Mile, Obinna.
I still can't believe Ojugo is gone.
she called Chief's line again, and this time, Ifoma picked Obina's new iPhone because Obina was in a meeting. Hello? Hello. Please give me Obina, the former gate man. Who is this, please? Amaka, Chief Okoro's daughter. I am the one that sent him to Lagos. There was a pause. Then Ifoma smiled, that dimpled smile. Amaka Okoro, thank you. Thank you for bringing him to Lagos. God used you. I will forever be grateful to you. This is Ifoma Okiki, his fiancé. And don't worry, I have already sent your father a query for eating Oyugo's burial money of 500,000 that I sent through him. Your father will refund it. Amaka was silent for a long time. Then she burst into loud Lagos laughter. Ifi, Ifoma, that used to have big teeth and knock knees in Enugu Ezike? Chai. Enugu girls are taking all the fine boys. Shah, take care of him. Oh, he is a good man. He deserves better than gate man. And tell him I am sorry I didn't come. Lagos swallowed me. She hung up. And she sent Obina 50,000 later that month with a note. For your wedding suit. Sorry I failed you, but God didn't. The proposal. 1 year after he resumed, Ifoma Group opened a new branch in Enugu. Not in GRA, but in his village, Enugu Ezika. It was called Ojugo and Ifoma Medical and Business Hub. The medical wing was a small hospital with 10 beds, a small lab, and 2 doctors. offering free treatment to village women and free malaria drugs to children in Ojugo's name. The business hub was upstairs, with computers and training rooms where young graduates from UNN who had no jobs were trained for free for 3 months in business, tailored.
Love you so much.
I love you more.
Ifoma, you are the love of my life. Will you marry me?
Yes! 1,000 times yes!
Babe, I love you so much.
I love you more.
in Ojugo's name. The business hub was upstairs, with computers and training rooms where young graduates from UNN who had no jobs were trained for free for 3 months in business, tailoring, soap making, so they would never have to be gate men when they could be managers. And in the center of that building, on the opening day, with the governor of Enugu State present, with Mama Nena dancing in new wrapper, with Chief Okoro sitting in a corner with shame in his eyes because Ifoma had forced him to come and apologize publicly, Obinna did something no one expected. He knelt down in his fine navy blue suit in front of everybody, his mother, his uncles, Ifoma's grandmother, Mama Nukwu, who was now 89 and blind but could still hear, and all of Enugu Ezike, and brought out a small black box. Inside was a ring, not too big, not too small, simple, gold, with a small diamond that caught the sun. Ife, my Ifoma, my village girl who became a queen, my CEO, my perfume that covered my shame, will you marry me and let us continue what Ojugo started? Will you let me be the gate man of your heart forever? Ifoma,
You are the love of
the
my life.
classy, beautiful, intelligent,
marry me?
well-endowed CEO,
1,000 times
whose
yes!
perfume covered halls, whose company was worth millions, who had been on CNN, fell to her knees too, in her expensive white jumpsuit, her makeup ruined, crying like little Ivy, who stole meat, and said yes in Igbo, in English, in tears. Yes, yes, Obinna, I have been waiting since I was 10. The whole village shouted. Mama Nana fainted again, but this time from joy, love that builds today. Obinna is no longer a gate man. He is the managing director of a...
Look at you playing!
She's growing so fast, Ifoma. Ifoma, you are the love of my life. Will you marry me?
Yes! 1,000 times yes!
Obinna is no longer a gate man. He is the managing director of Ifoma Group Enugu branch. He still opens gates, but now he opens gates of opportunity for young people. Ifoma is still CEO, still classy, still smells like jasmine and vanilla. But now she comes home early, because Obinna waits for her with food that Mama Agnes taught him to cook. They have a daughter. They named her Ohugo. She has her auntie's loud laugh and her mother's dimples and her father's calm eyes. And every night, before they sleep in their house in Independence Layout, not Chief Okoro's house, but their own house, a fine bungalow with a small green gate, Obinna tells Ifoma, "Thank you for not giving me 10,000 that day." And Ifoma laughs and says, "Thank you for remembering to share your meat. Because true love, in the end, is not about how far you travel." Obinna traveled all the way from Enugu with 20,000 naira and a heart full of hope. thinking he was going to find a job. He did not know he was going to find his destiny, his history, and his future, all wrapped in one woman whose dimples had waited 20 years to smile just for him. True love is the gate that you thought was closing, but was actually opening to everything you ever prayed for. And they lived, not just happily, but usefully, sweetly, loudly, in that beautiful Nigerian way where love is not just kisses and perfume, but building something that outlives you, so that when Ohugo looks down from heaven, she smiles and says, "My brother and my best friend, you did well."